What's going on, people? What's going on? I'm not even rhetorically saying that shit. I'd like to know what's going on. Everybody's losing their mind. Let me do my shout outs real quick because it's getting ready to get nasty. But I guess politically correct in a minute because black men are a protected class. I'm going to tell you why when I finish these shout outs. What's going on, Medusa? We have BXX here. We have Butterflies and Hearts, Pastel Junk, Live Life. We have Coffee. We have Divested Tea, AO, Enlightens in the building, and she's dancing. Medusa, thank you for the super chat. Cute Casey's here. Coco Fit is here, and she's also dancing. Kira Bear's here. Who else? Beauty J's here. I Love Cookies is here, and this is a fact. Cookies are wonderful. Apple Crisp Enlightens here. Lady Conjurer's here. Now, you guys have seen the videos. You've seen the news reports. You've seen people's channel get striked. Of course, I'm talking about the motherfucker from Baltimore that did the unthinkable. This son of a bitch, and I have to use my words carefully because for some odd reason, saying shit that dusty sons of bitches do is against community guidelines, right? So you got two women, both exes. One's pregnant, one's not. but she has 2 kids by you. You couldn't make either one of those relationships work out. And the black community says that's those women's fault. Even though he blew the do-rags off of all of them, including himself. They're no longer with us. But one important thing I wanted to mention, notice how all of these melanated spaces, no matter what they believe in, left out the fact there were no black women involved. Sorry, sir, sirs, dusties, mammies, pick-me's, and stupid-ass bitches. How did we get brought up in the conversation? He took the do-rag off of an Asian woman. He took the do-rag off of a white woman. He took the do-rag off of himself. Where are your videos telling Asian women and white women to be more feminine? Where's that? How is it their fault? They were home chilling. They got rid of the Dusty. Oh, and he's an educated Dusty, a CRNA, a registered nurse anesthetist. Okay? Really educated. To get in a nurse anesthetist program, you got to be good at math. Do you understand? Real good at math. So the Dusty was educated, good at math, had a decent job, paying a good little bit of money, picked him an educated woman, and then picked him another one. You mean to tell me it still didn't work out? There was no sisters involved. Why you bringing us there? Huh? We get a bad enough rap as it is, motherfuckers. Don't bring us up where we weren't involved. You have that conversation with them. They said that it works out better when they divest. Show us. Show us that it works better, nigga. What are you doing? They say 3 people died, but you got to remember the Asian lady was pregnant. Somebody help me. Somebody help me real quick. With all that description, Shane, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
How the fuck did we get brought up in this shit? I thought it worked out better when they left. Ladies, they can't get along with anybody. This week alone, they had a problem with Asian women, children, black women, white men, and a gay guy. Who the fuck can a Dusty get along with? Keep trying it, and you're going to be the one next. Keep it up. Keep pretending like not all. Keep it up. I don't know what else needs to happen. An unborn child lost its life. Somebody that did the right thing and got rid of the Dusty lost her life. Another woman that did the right thing and got rid of the Dusty lost her life. Them having access to you at this point is going to be your fault. They've already introduced themselves. They told you who they were. Keep fucking with them and watch what happens. Elle, do you know who I'm talking about?
Not specifically, but in general, yes. And what I want to say is that they are obsessed with us. And they always bring us into situations, even if it has nothing to do with us. It's a combination of things. Their obsession with us and them not ever taking any responsibility for any decisions that they make.
They want Black women to take their accountability for them. They want everybody else to take the accountability for them. They can't even get along with themselves, really. They kill themselves. They blow a lot of do-rags off.
White powder donut Dusties, you ain't off the list. You need to believe people when every group is saying, hey, that group is problematic. Hey, they're violent. Hey, they hate kids. They don't like their own kids. They don't like their own women. What the fuck makes you think that you're going to be safe around them? Here we have a white powdered donut Dusty. He's also no longer with us. Okay? because his friend is Tyrone. This is a waste because he's actually cute. This is a waste. They have CCTV of them in the hallway laughing, going to the store, kicking it, doing what guys do when they're together. Let me show you this surveillance camera. Shout out to John C. He was cute, y'all. Too bad he's a... can't say that here. So this is them being dusty outside, chilling, kicking it. Look like they might have had a few substances on deck. Just chilling. Let's go to the store, bro, and get something to eat. Still being dusty, still acting a fool, laughing it up, kicking it. Let's go back home. They're going back home. Probably to try to eat the snacks they just copped. And boom, dust ball number 2 comes out by himself. Want to take a stab at what he did while he was in there? Cutie Pie ain't coming out no more. He stabbed the shit out of him. He didn't make it. There was no warning. There was no argument. There was no prior beef. There was nothing. So white powdered donut dusties, keep falling for that SJW bullshit, and you're gonna get some more of this shit too. These motherfuckers are on a rampage, and you not safe from it. Keep being dusty. That ain't the thing to be, and that's the one and only warning you're gonna get. I said what I said. Keep it up, because I'm gonna cover your ass too. Nobody's safe around them. No one. Aisha.
I mean, is anyone really surprised at this? Like, they'll kill their friends over sneakers and PS5s and weed. Like, I'm not really surprised at this at all. What I didn't know is that the Dusty in Baltimore, I didn't know he killed non-Black women. That's really, really interesting to know. I didn't know that.
But that's the thing,
still
though.
part of the case.
Aisha, that's the thing. They want to leave the story ambiguous so it can somehow get misconstrued into being our fault as well.
Yeah.
No, they had nothing to do with us. Although the act was disgusting as fuck, because it was disgusting. He was not able to keep his violence at bay with an education and with 2 different brands of non-Black women. It's them. It's them at this point. Okay? White powder donut dusties, you got your shit going on. But let me talk to you motherfuckers about your sons too. You ones that go up to the school, and talk to the teacher about your motherfucking funky ass son that don't do nothing wrong. Interesting. Are you safe if you coddle him? I don't think so.
It's Saturday, September 11th, and violence is not the way. Domestic violence, any type of violence, is not the way. Okay? Okay, do you see this? See my eye, my lips, my face. I have gashes in my scalp, my finger, my shirt. My son did this to me.
Excuse me, ma'am. We do not, and not this woman that's on this screen. I'm talking about you mammies out here, you and your sons. I don't give a fuck. I don't. You had better stop having these little motherfuckers. If you can't control your little beast, you need to stop having them. Because, ladies, that was his mother. That's the person that brought him on this planet, carried him for 9 months, made sure he went to doctor's appointment, make sure he was fed, make sure he was safe. and he did this to her. What do you think he'd do to a significant other? Ebony Phoenix.
Well, this is pretty much a moratorium for you women who are saying not all. Because if he's going to do this, she got off easy. There's some that are putting bullets in their mothers' heads. They'll do it to daddy too. And they hate themselves. They hate everybody else. All they're doing is finessing everybody else in their lives that they are adjacent to for resources. That is all. They're parasites. They're little parasites. And they're not going to stop. Some of them are just irredeemable. But if you do that to your own mother, I hate the girl who's going to come in the path of that idiot.
She won't be there for long. Not if he do this to his mother. I mean, he had to been hitting her with all his might. She is swollen everywhere. And when she said her shirt, I knew she was in shock. Because her shirt is the least of her worries. I heard the pain in her voice. And I think her feelings may be more hurt than her body. Because you took care of this boy. And this is the pay you get. The time when the teacher called your house and said he was sleeping in class, and you made an excuse and said he'll get better. We had a lot to do last night, so he'll get better. Instead of telling him, you take your ass to sleep in class again, you're gonna have to deal with me, point blank, period. Stop coddling. I don't know how many times I gotta say that shit, because you're ending up with right hooks. And mammies, guess what? I know you're asking, well, what did she do to him for him to do that? Let's see what she did to him.
My 15-year-old son did this to me. My firstborn child attacked me and tried to kill me because I found out he used my credit card to order a P80 gun, ghost gun, or whatever is different.
What she's describing is the stupid ass shit that people order guns in pieces. As long as it's not assembled, it can't be considered a so-called gun. So you order the pieces from different areas, and then when you get all your pieces, you put the gun together. Wonder what he was going to do with that. Think he was going to go deer hunting? You think he was going to go deer hunting, Elle? Maybe he's an avid hunter.
Yeah, of course he is. Because her son, he was a good black boy, a good black young man.
This shit had me feeling some type of way, because my sister's a high school teacher, y'all. And I can't tell you how many times she's made calls, put them on speaker after she say what the problem is, and the myriad of excuses that come from anything bad they've done. There's always a justifiable reason as to why they did some unjustifiable shit. His grandma died. It's like, bitch, didn't you say his grandma died 2 years ago? Is this a fucking zombie we talking about at this point? Or what? What is it? But you're going to get your issue. Let's finish her up.
From parts that you order, and then you put the parts together and you get a gun, a real gun. He ordered it online, illegally, but I guess it's legal because they didn't send him the gun put together. It was not assembled. I found out that he ordered this and that it was at the house, and I asked him about it, and he lied, and I asked him again, and he got very irate. He got very aggressive, and he attacked me, and he tried to kill me.
Her spirit is shattered.
And he beat me. He beat me with the phone that I bought him. He beat me with this phone. The screen is cracked. All in my scalp. I have gashes everywhere. I have gashes all in my scalp from my 15-year-old son.
Oh, I would
Ladies.
send him back to. There is no way. There is no. I would pistol whip that little shit. And the thing is, you get in trouble if you did that. So he
Hell
wouldn't be
yeah.
coming back to my house. See how the bitch deals with that then. He would, that 15-year-old will have to find somewhere else to stay. They will not bring him back to my doorstep.
For those of y'all that need to hear this, if you have a problematic thun at your house, there are a myriad of states here that have like a don't ask, don't tell policy. As long as you take them to a fire station, police station, hospital, and you let your intentions be known that you no longer want this person in your house, they'll take him from you. You don't have to give an explanation other than the fact that you don't feel safe. There's that nugget. Okay. Imagine if she knew that before this went down. I don't know whether she would have did anything or not, but that would have helped her knowing that. You don't have to go through that shit. This motherfucker stole your credit card and then had the nerve to get mad that you asked about it and then put the hands on you and beat you with a phone that you bought him. Ladies, first of all, that was an iPhone. Why do y'all buy y'all sons these expensive ass phones? You better get his ass a Walmart LG. All he need to do is talk to you. You don't need all the apps and all the extra shit. You caught them apps across the side of your fucking head. Coco Fit, welcome to the panel.
Hey, DZ. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Girl.
Hi.
Hey, Ebony. Girl, this is so sad. This is really, really sad seeing this.
It's triggering to a lot of people.
It is.
But here's the deal, though, y'all. It's happening. I don't agree with how stuff gets censored. If it's the truth, it should be able to be told. Example, old boy from earlier that we talked about from Baltimore that took off 3 do-rags, including an unborn one. You should be able to talk about that without you getting all kind of warnings and proceed with caution warnings and all that shit. He did that shit. He did that. And his victims were non-black. He was black, right? And they claim that they're oppressed. Who's oppressing them? It looked like they favored you over the victims, homeboy. Real shit. Hey, shit's on you.
I mean, a part of me feels bad for her, but then also I just don't, because now her degenerate son is probably running around harassing some other black woman or girl and tearing up the streets and causing havoc. So now it's just like, what is she going to do? Is she going to go to the cops? Is she going to have him locked away? She should, but I doubt it, because mammies will mammy. And I said it in the comments, but if I ever had the misfortune of getting pregnant by a Dusty and it was a boy, yeah, immediate abortion, immediate. Like there's no chance I would bring that into the world.
And that's supposed to be cruel, right? I'm not feeling the cruel. Call me evil, call me whatever. If I could get a life saved, then you can call me whatever you want to. Bed wench, coon, whatever. But if a black woman gets her ass away from this group of Dusties and have her life intact, then all the bed wench and coon, all that shit, it was worth it. Listen, y'all.
DZ.
Go ahead, babe.
Yeah, I just
I'm
want to
listening.
say, in reference to this little boy, my heart is broken, but also I'm not shocked, and all I have to say is my son already knows. My son is 11; he's taller than me, but he knows better than to buck up on me, because I will take his ass out and then call the damn cops. I don't know whether I would kill him or not, just depending on whether he's trying to kill me, but he will be knocked out in a coma in the middle of the damn floor. Then I would call the cops and have him taken out of my house. But my son would never, or if he tries, he knows what's coming if he does. I don't understand this stuff. As much of a bad relationship as I had with my mother, I just would never even think about doing this type of thing. Disrespect. I wouldn't even curse at her. This is
right.
This is
I've never
outrageous.
even thought about raising a hand, much less my voice. I use my inside voice when I talk to her. I talk to her when I want to, right? But I'm not going to disrespect her. If I feel like I'm going to be disrespectful, I just stay away. just
It
put
just
some
seems all
space.
this coddling is DZ. This coddling is leading black men to oppress everybody else.
Yes, including us.
You
We
have
can't
to,
even talk about the
yes,
story.
you can't talk about the story. You have to walk on eggshells around them. Their egos, their poor little fragile egos, until they start taking those hands and inwarding people, assaulting people. It seems like they are the oppressor now, and I think that's what they want to be.
Yeah.
I think that's what they want to be. They're man. What the hell would a 15-year-old need with a rifle, a gun?
Well,
That's
it'd have made his
suspicious as it
job.
is.
It would have made his job of kicking her ass a little bit easier. All he had to do is squeeze his ashy ass finger at that point, because he clearly
He would
hates his
not.
mother.
He couldn't even get on the porch. That little bitch couldn't even get it back on the porch. I'm sorry. He couldn't even darken my door again.
No,
Oh,
he
he's already out of control. So here's the thing. He's 15. So that milk, unless somebody else shoots his do-rag off, okay, he's got decades to be an
Mm-hmm.
asshole.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to
Okay,
be in
decades.
prison now.
Yes, he needs to go to
And
prison now.
those gun parts, he had to have lied or something on wherever he ordered those from, because it's still illegal for him at 15 to buy those parts. You have to be at least 18 to buy the parts. And
He
I know
used his mother's credit card with her being over the age of 18. I'm guessing they thought that he was at least 18 because it belonged to somebody who's over 18. He not only is he a fucking asshole, he's a thief, he's violent, and it only gets worse, especially when they get pops on the wrist for their first offense. And I don't even know if that was his first offense. I'm just assuming.
Oh no, it's not. You
It's
just
Well,
don't
not.
you
it
just
may
don't
not
get
be
that
his
type of
first,
crazy.
but it's his worst offense. That's his mother.
Yeah.
That's
I
his
was,
mother.
I was gonna say, y'all, if she had reported, knowing that he ordered those gun parts, I mean, if she had reported him to the police before she talked to
Yeah.
him, or not even said anything, he probably wouldn't have had a chance to beat her up. And
That's
I'm just saying.
I
Because
think they would have gave him maybe something light, but I feel like if they arrested him on that little light sentence or whatever, they came out and did her anyway. He had it out for that woman. He had it
no,
out. I mean, in her
yeah, that's
entire
true.
head, her neck, her fingers, her chest, all bruised up. I can't even imagine what she looks like for real. I tried to picture what her face would look like without all that swelling. She looks like she could get some sort of encephalitis from the way he was blowing on her.
Yeah, yeah. Now he's got two charges or multiple charges now instead of just buying gun parts.
Oh no, but the system is racist, so they're gonna give him leniency. It's
Well,
nonsense.
And he's
He's
not
not
an adult.
See, is there a follow-up video that she did to update her situation or what's going
Yeah.
on with her son?
I didn't see anything. There was nothing associated with it. It was just that video that came up alone. That's it. I have to do some more research, but I didn't see an updated video. Anybody in the comments seen an updated video? Because I'd love to know what happened to this woman.
And that was a TikTok video, wasn't it?
It was originally a TikTok video, and World Star Hip Hop uploaded it.
I wonder if we could find that TikTok account and see if she made anything else. But that makes me be so sad for her. But if that was my son, I would disown him.
Yeah, it's
I
over.
would disown him. That's
Yeah.
it, and that's all.
Yep, exactly.
I move across the country and change my name, change my number, change everything. You on your own.
Right.
This is what coddling does, y'all. They think they're special, and you continue to make them think they're special. When I was, creeping around last night in all these little YouTube areas, I saw no less than 4 mammies taken up for the dude that blew off the 2 ex-girlfriends' do-rag, saying shit like you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. The numbers by itself is against him. He wasn't able to make either one of those relationships work. So if you're taking a vote, he's the problem.
Right.
And automatically, when they do something stupid, no matter who these people are, it's their fault. It's almost as if, y'all know, the special needs room, right? Nothing. You have to put their helmet on. make them be safe from stuff because they don't know any better. That's how we treat black men. And at the same time, we tell them they're kings. So I know they confused as fuck. I tell you what, dustbag, though. You don't get any warning shots. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 because I'm scared of y'all. And I say that a lot. I am petrified of y'all. There's not a demographic that y'all didn't fuck up this past week. Exes, ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, unborn babies, white men, Asian women. I mean, y'all got it out for everybody and nobody can talk about it. But take a look at this bullshit. Y'all. This is a black man. This is a black man. And because of the way y'all soup these motherfuckers up, he thinks everybody is supposed to give him a little nah. You know, give him a little. They've gotten so coddled, y'all, that they admit that they would literally sexually assault you if you didn't give it to them. Non-black women, I hope you're keeping track. It's none of my business what you do, but it ain't looking good for you. The divested ladies and left. So you have a lot more of these available to you. Let's see. Go.
Question, okay? Say if we're the last 2 people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue. No! Reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids. No.
Who gonna stop me?
He asked what he asked. If you are the last 2 people on Earth, would you fuck me? She said, no. He said, who gonna stop me from taking it? These y'all babies. Everybody gonna learn this week. And like I said to you, Powder Donut Dusties, I'm not giving you no more warning shots. I'm gonna start covering your ass like I cover these stupid ass mammies. Keep it up. Cause ain't nothing worse than a powder donut mammy. Come on now. Anyway, it's on you, Shane. While I pull up the other one where he lost his whole shit.
When I saw this video earlier, it scared the crap out of me. He just went from, well, he was already stupid anyway, but he went from stupid to demonic in not even 1 second, okay? It's like you didn't even, it was so damn fast, you didn't even see that damn snap. I was like, somebody need to go ahead and call the authorities on him. This doesn't mean he should not be allowed to be walking around.
Y'all know when they're being calm, that's just a mask. The real one was the who gonna stop me? And the real one fixing to come up. That's a mask that they're wearing. There's no way that this many black women are stupid and end up with one of these motherfuckers. They don't come up telling you they dusty. They come up lying. If their lips are separated, they're lying, ladies. Let's go.
All right.
Ash! Let me shut the fuck up! Ash, you fucking bitch! Listen here, you ugly fucking cunt! I beat my dick to you every fucking day! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck everything about you! I beat my dick to you every fucking day! I beat my shit! So many kids wasted on you! I wasted all my fucking energy and kids on your bitch ass! Fuck you! Fuck everybody in this E-date, man! I wanna let you know you a bitch! Fuck you! You can suck my fucking dick! Cause listen here, hey, nobody in this E-date wants you. Stop feeling wanted. Nobody wants you. You nothing but a fucking thought.
That was rich.
Are we surprised?
Damn,
Are we
DZ.
surprised?
Wow, that turned left really quick.
Girl,
we
he
surprised?
did grape shit right there, y'all. Grape
Are we
shit.
surprised? They're animals.
Ciao.
Oh, nobody's here that frequents this area is surprised at all. I'm talking about the new ones that just decided and the mammies that's still undecided. What on earth are y'all waiting for? What on earth are y'all waiting for? Everybody up there was calm on that so-called E-date except for your sons. Everything gets fucked up because of your sons. Whenever they come around, shit gets fucked up. Neighborhoods, schools, restaurants, stores, uteruses. Whenever they come around, your son fucks it up. I need you to keep your sons in your neighborhood. I do. Welcome to the panel, Divested Mermacorn.
Hi everyone. This video really triggered me because all the comments
were saying that he's a troll as if that was some kind of excuse or rationale for that
There's always
behavior.
that excuse. That
I'm
when have you
like,
ever seen them blame them for anything that they do? There's always a justifiable reason for acting a fucking acting
yeah,
up.
yeah. I couldn't believe the number of comments like, "Oh, he just does this." That doesn't make it okay or acceptable, and that should be of greater concern. That this is his idea of entertainment, if that is true. But either way, disgusting.
How did I know that if you show something like that, somebody was gonna say, "Oh, he's just a comedian"? A lot of stuff that happened in history to people started out as jest to see how it would go over with the populace. So no, that's not a good enough excuse that this is how. No. Welcome back, L.
Well, thanks for having me back. I had to restart my phone. It was acting retarded.
Girl.
Well, you
Divested
missed
Mama.
a retarded display of some
Oh
dude
no, I
yelling
seen
at a
it.
woman.
Oh
Oh,
no, no,
okay.
no, no. I seen that.
Yeah,
Because I was
okay.
like, oh my gosh. And it just really bothered me. And that just really shows how underdeveloped they are in all areas. And it just bothered me. I seen somebody in the chat say, why is she laughing? It's like, well, shit, she ain't in the room with him. She laughing at how fucking crazy he is.
And the fact that she's uncomfortable. That wasn't like ha laughter.
Yeah, that wasn't a
was,
ha-ha
I'm
laugh. That
afraid
was
laughter.
probably, just to save face, because her face, she's showing her face. Everybody can see her reaction and her expression. So,
A lot of people nervous when they get laugh when they get nervous. Y'all remember that one tape of the girl that was trying to get gas at the gas station, and there was so many of these goddamn dust buckets around, and she wanted to go up and pay, and they like surrounded her, and she immediately started laughing. And a lot of people were upset with her because they were saying that don't laugh, don't laugh. Sometimes it's a subconscious reaction, basically trying to put on a friendly face to hope that that'll go over with your attacker. But we talking about black men here. That ain't nothing gonna change their aim. When they are focused on fucking you up, nothing's going to change that. I don't give a damn if you throw a Hennessy bottle over there and tell them it's full. They'll beat your ass, and then they'll go to that Hennessy bottle. Point blank, period. Did you fall off too, Divested Mermacorn?
I did.
I don't know what the hell is going on here. That's crazy.
I just think it's StreamYards. It just was being weird.
Ain't no telling, honey. Ain't no telling. And then on top of that, we might be running into a little bit of trouble because of the subject matter. Because if you look at YouTube this past week or these past couple days, people have been having to pull their shit down or get rid of the video altogether because YouTube is like, listen, y'all not going to keep talking about this man that killed those two women. You're not going to keep talking about them because there was quote unquote self-harm in there. They're hiding behind the self-harm clause. But he hurt a lot of people.
He did, and I really don't like the fact that they're hiding behind the self-harm, considering all the mammies and everyone else that's defending his behavior is using like mental health as a cop-out, which is really irritating me because that's a very serious topic. And it seems like lately, anytime one of these individuals does some I can't hold on.
Yeah,
Some
it's
messed
hard
up stuff.
Right,
it's
exactly.
hard.
Anytime one of these individuals does some messed up stuff, they want to hide behind mental health, which, like,
All these YouTube
I'm gonna go on mute
psychologists.
because I can't even. Never mind.
Go ahead, babe. All these YouTube psychologists need to knock it off. You do not have the credentials to be saying that that's somebody's mental health. At least have worked in the healthcare field before you try to diagnose them. Second of all, a lot of these men don't have health insurance and ain't never seen a psychologist in their entire life. If you're going to grant them the gift of mental health every time they do something, that's also a form of coddling, and you need to knock that shit off. Knock it off.
Thank
Because
you.
if you don't want to knock it off, it's putting us in danger too. I don't know why I'm saying this because I know you don't give a fuck about us being in danger, but your coddling of the dudes in your community is making it seem like they can't do anything wrong. And when someone thinks they can't do anything wrong, they do everything wrong.
And
Everything.
just because somebody's mentally ill does not give them the reason to go F somebody up.
The majority of mentally ill people don't even do anything to other people. They're
Exactly.
more
Right, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. They don't bother
It's a disingenuous argument to start screaming mental health when someone does something that is morally and ethically just messed up. Now you want to hide behind mental health, which is a slap in the face to everyone. That's the millions of people dealing with mental health issues on a daily basis. And those are millions of people who do not go out and harm other people.
It's like when they try to say that, oh, they commit all of this crime because of poverty. That's not true. Crime for the most part is not caused by poverty, because rich people, a lot of rich people commit crime. And also the majority of poor people don't commit crime. So when they try to say, oh, it's because he's poor, he had a tough upbringing. If everyone who was poor and had a tough upbringing committed crime, the United States, I'm just speaking about the US, will be rife with crime, because the majority of people here grow up poor. It's not because they're poor, it's because they're animalistic savages. That's what the reason is.
That's a fact.
And then, mammies, if you're going to give that excuse, then yeah, you're admitting that these POSs are just what they are. POSs in a pair of pants. They're never going to grow up. They're never going to be men. So what use are they to society? What use are they to you?
They dick. That's it. Literally, STD
Nobody
dick.
want them shit logs. Please stop.
Man, these mammies love that shit. Every time you turn around, it's about the dick. Every time, girl, let me tell y'all something. I got sent a video. It was a TikTok where there was a Dusty standing there at his job saying, when you ask your fine ass supervisor for a raise, he did that. And he said, what do I have to do to get a raise around here? The mammy ass bitch said, drop your draws. Now she's a supervisor.
Oh my God.
She's a supervisor. First of all, ma'am, that's sexual harassment. You can't engage in that shit and then put it on social media. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with them? I don't know, but I wanted to bring up something real quick, and it has to do with this video here. Thinking about what he just did, hooping and hollering. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and play it again so I can make my point for real, for real.
No, don't.
I got to, because I'm trying to make a point, sis. Come on.
Yeah, y'all got to see the shit in real time.
All right. Ash, shut the fuck up. Ash, you fuck.
Who does that remind y'all of, or what does that remind y'all of?
The Dusty who beat up that non-black woman and went on the run, that ex-football player.
That guy. And who else does he remind you of? It's coming. I feel it coming.
I can't say it. A grape.
The manosphere.
It reminds me of that troll that's always coming up here screaming bed wench.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Bed wenches suck! Bed wenches suck!
You get what I'm saying? Hashtag all, y'all. They're all the fucking same. And you can use the anecdotal evidence if you want to, but the numbers are not shrinking, they're growing. And for you to sit up there and take up for any of this behavior, let it be you. It shouldn't be some innocent girl that hasn't done anything to anyone. If you think they're innocent, you take that. You take that ass whooping. You take that murder. You take what getting your credit ruined. I want to say something else, but it's not appropriate here. But you take that. I'm tired of y'all sons. I am. And I used to give you a pass when your sons were minors, but they're not giving you passes when they're minors nowadays. You saw the lady got her whole fucking shit split. And then I looked up under on the comment section, y'all. They have no compassion for that woman. They say her son rocked her snot box. Do you understand me?
His father should have been there to take him down. I'm sorry. Okay. They're leaving you with these dusty boys. They're not raising these dusty boys, and the dusty boys get old enough. Then they're going to blame you for bringing them into this world, and then they're going to beat you down. Hell no.
I think I just spoke up the devil. You're going to have to change that fucking name before I bring you up here, because I'm not going to let you troll her. That girl got enough problems. Change that name and then bring your ass back because that girl got enough problems. Did y'all see the name? Oh, okay. Who? Unapologetic. Was that you?
What?
It was just somebody here named Iron Bang Psychosis or some shit like
Man.
that.
No, it wasn't me. I would never do that.
Well, what the fuck, you guys, sis? Have you seen everything that we showed here tonight?
I have. I was driving home from my job. I know most of these niggas don't got one. But, you know, like seeing him do that shit, like really, like it was just so scary. Like it was really demonic just the way he switched like that. And then people saying, oh, it's just a joke. Bitch, that's not a joke. That's how they act for real. Like,
I can't tell you how many times I've showed videos of black men doing stupid shit and they come back, oh, he's a comedian. Baby, that wasn't funny what he did. Having jokes about taking sex from somebody, R-wording somebody, sexually assaulting somebody, you're going to have to be extra skilled at that, and that ain't the way to do it, especially not making that face in the camera. She was not pleased. Nobody was pleased. Even, I don't know if old boy in the left top corner is a white powder donut Dusty because I don't know nothing about him, but he wasn't pleased. He's sitting up there hooping and hollering, but of course the other Dusty was laughing his ass off. Laughing his whole ass off. That's on you, Coco Fit.
Girl, that man looked like he had some demons come up on him, like he was a motherfucking exorcist or something like that.
They are the demons, though. That's how I feel about it. I feel like they are the demons.
Girl.
They're the demons oppressing
know,
everybody.
man. But you know, really, exactly.
Go ahead, Coco.
It's scary. You gonna really play this shit again, DZ?
I already did.
Oh,
that's why I stopped it right there. Listen, y'all. I don't want to hear their ass holler either. If I had it my way, they wouldn't even exist.
Right?
They wouldn't even exist.
Big facts.
Shit, my channel would be about baking cookies and traveling if niggas didn't exist.
Right.
Because I love me a goddamn cookie. This is my favorite time of the year.
I know these cook sugar cookies on deck and shit.
Man, listen.
Sugar cookies with some frosting on them bitches.
Oh man.
Yeah, I like making those too.
I had to pull the what the fuck is that thing called? The treadmill back from up under my bed because I had to pull it out because I sat down, y'all, yesterday and ate 4 fucking Oreos at my old ass age, knowing goddamn well it'll put a whole pound on your left booty cheek. But I sat my ass there and ate it.
Which one did you eat, DZ? Did you eat the chocolate ones or the golden ones?
The gingerbread ones. Oh my God. It's the limited edition holiday shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Love gingerbread cookies, girl.
I love it.
Shit.
I'm looking for this other video I wanted to show y'all. Divested OG, take the floor because I got to find this video.
I'm trying to figure out. So this guy went from 0 to 60 because she basically said, I wouldn't F you if we were the only 2 people in the world, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is analogous to, can I have your digits? No. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Will you go out with
She
me?
gave her
No.
reason though. She was literally
Bam.
like, well,
He literally said it's because our kids would have to inbreed. And that
that's
pissed him
literally what
off.
she said. It. He just loses shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, I feel like that's a valid reason.
Right. Exactly.
It is a valid reason. Definitely.
But the crazy part about it is it was a hypothetical question. It wasn't even a real life scenario. So,
And he just took it to the boiling point.
Exactly. So I'm like, dude, did you forget to take your pill, sir?
No,
yeah,
you know
he
what
needs his
scary?
meds tweaked.
You know what else is scary? That he looks like he's under 25. And it's like if you have developed this much anger and rage and you haven't really even been through shit because you know he ain't been through nothing yet. It's like I'm scared for any other woman that he comes in contact with as he continues to live life because he started off fucked up. It's like, how do you start off being this fucked up already? You haven't even barely lived life yet. That's what's scary to me. How much more, or who is he going to end up hurting or possibly, taking off the earth by him walking around with this much unnecessary ass rage for no
I wouldn't be
reason.
surprised if he already has hurt somebody.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah.
He
That's
They
all.
probably,
start really
yeah,
young.
already hurt himself or others and himself. If you check that room and his surroundings, he clearly doesn't care about himself. Everything's in disarray. He's in disarray. She even told him in another part of this video to zip up his jacket because he just looked a mess. And gross.
But my problem is there's a lot of them out there like that, so that's why the whole not all bullshit makes no sense. These young boys start off crazy,
Yeah.
okay, and they get no help if they even need help or whatever, but they start crazy. I have seen kindergartners act like this. I've seen
Yeah.
11-year-olds act like this.
It's because they never
and
face any consequences.
they're just dusty because yes, they're nobody yanks them by the collar and say, "Hey boy, straighten up your shit now."
Stop it, right?
The Gapes and these girls of Nig are getting out of control.
Girls of Nig.
I need somebody to just come put them down because this is ridiculous.
Oh, no fucking wonder I can't find the goddamn video. That's another one. While we were up here talking, they got snatched down because somebody was telling the truth about a Dusty.
Damn.
About a girl.
It was that same dude from Baltimore. They are protecting the shit out of this motherfucking man. I've never
Girls
seen
of
it this
Nig.
deep.
And like mental health, bitch. I got mental health. I got 3 mental health disorders. I never try to kill nobody.
Exactly.
I wish they would quit making up excuses every time they do something that's crazy. Oh, well, it's this. Like, no, that's just that they just doing what they want to do.
Right.
Use. Oh, they're poor. Oh, they're sad. Oh, it's mental health. Mind you, if it was a white boy and the white people came out and was like, oh, he had mental health issues, they would call BS. But now all of a sudden it's a black man. Oh no, he had mental health issues. Like, miss me with that, please.
But
then they in the chat saying he's 16. Did he ever say his age on this video?
I think he's in his 20s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He don't look like he knows 16. It's
early
like
20s, I think.
Somebody needs a haircut appointment, though. I know that because that bitch look like he done put a bobby pin in a socket.
You know, what is the reason all these little
animals,
why do they look like this? Why their hair look crazy as fuck?
An elder person told me that whatever is on top of somebody's head is what's on their mind. So that's what an old person told me. Watch people's hair because that's their mindset. So this
is why they can never hold regular 9-to-5 jobs or hold gainful employment. Why does your hair look like that? Who would even hire them?
I blame.
Who was talking? I'm sorry. He mad that somebody hypothetically said that they didn't want to fuck him, but who would fuck him?
So, but I was going to bring up a point someone brought up earlier as far as the mental health subject. Now, we all know there have been many a serial killer who have actually that were Caucasian, like the infamous Ted Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that when they were getting ready to execute that man, they had a whole damn parade on the outside of the damn jail, and they were celebrating when they pulled the plug on that man?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You would never see somebody that hurt black women that way being put down and people celebrating. You would have actually more mammies talking about that ain't gonna bring your loved one back. Know what I'm saying? Because killing somebody ain't the answer though. Well, your son killed 26 bitches, whore. So it is the answer. He thought it was the answer 26 times. Our community is so fucking different than other people's community. Everybody's community has their flaws, of course. And I'm not going to keep giving that disclaimer because if you got two brain cells to rub together, that's the case. But we don't have a baseline of which the women are safe. The children are safe and fed and provided for. We don't have any infrastructure that was done by the hands of the men in that community. It's just embarrassing. And to continue to see you motherfuckers out here talking shit about so-called white supremacy. When you take your ass home, you on that welfare app trying to renew your food stamps from that same goddamn community. You get on my nerves. Your hypocrisy always get my blood pressure up.
Exactly. And I know, DZ, I know you remember John Muhammad, the DC sniper.
I do.
When he got executed, they didn't do all that shit. They
Mm-mm.
weren't celebrating when he got put down, and he deserved to get put down. And he put down people of all nationalities and colors.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's somebody in the comments named Bam Banjo. I think that person has some of the girls triggered. I'm trying to figure out if it's a mammy or not. I don't know.
Bam Banjo. Let's see.
I can't see the comments.
I see one comment that says, "This pretty goddess." What does that mean?
He said he's a black man. Never mind. As we were.
Bam Banjo. If you knew your history, you would not have that as a name. If you let me you motherfuckers are stupid. That's
Stupid
all
as
I
hell.
know. Why would you name yourself that as a so-called pain?
Literally the definition of
They love being porch monkeys.
idiot.
Oh, God. Girl, that ain't a good one either. That ain't a good one either. That she said torch. She said torch.
I said torch monkeys.
Yeah, there it is. A torch monkey is somebody that's awesome.
A toy? Oh, you mean torch donkey? Maybe.
Yeah, torch donkey. Look, bitch, it's motherfucking
I'm trying not to get
Tuesday.
you shut down, girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me. There were several mammies out here last night that was saying some fuck shit, and I hope you're in the comment section because boom, there's your goddamn link, so you can come up here and defend bullshit, so that we can have another baptism and get everybody triggered again.
Oh, I have a new name for them, DZ. I thought about it today.
What's that?
Draggers.
Not draggers.
And you know why I said that? Draggers.
They love racism though. Like they love that shit. That's all they talk about.
sure.
That's all they do. Like I was just
Look, if they didn't have so-called white supremacy, black men wouldn't be able to eat.
exactly.
They wouldn't. Because if these people didn't have shit in place for your baby mamas to get shit, she couldn't give it to you. You know that position you take with your dick on her ass crack when we're at Kroger. Yeah, that position. You can't take that position if she doesn't have anything, right? So you ought to be trying to love on the system because he's the reason that you have ramen noodles at night with pork hot dogs cut up in the bitch.
Isn't that the reason
hot
they're
dog.
thinking of changing their sex for Georgia anyway?
Ooh,
With the white
child.
supremacy.
You saw that shit too?
$800 a month.
Over $850.
$800.
Girl, the OR gonna be booked out until December 2022 with that bullshit, y'all.
It's gonna cost more money for them to change than they'll be receiving.
They can't even get hormones for $800.
That's so lazy.
Girl, the wigs be made out
So
of
lazy.
hair. Welcome to the panel, Aqua Gem. How are you, ma'am?
Hello, everyone. Hey, DZ. Hey, panel. I wanted to ask, how can you guys give maybe like a history of how did these BMs become a protected class? It's just so interesting to me.
The mammies.
Did their victimization make them a protected class? Because I'm a man.
Know the real answer. I got the answer for you if you want.
Please, you know I want the truth.
Well, there's this beast called a mammy, right? And she's been around for hundreds of years. Well, she took to the streets and took to legislation. She ran for political office. She sat on councils. She did all kind of shit, basically telling the man that you treat my lovely king the wrong way. The sentencing is too harsh. Everything's too harsh. He doesn't get a job when he applies. And we want you to, lighten up a little bit. And they said, okay, and started protecting them. Now that they're a protected class, they won't even get any jail time for uppercutting your ass and knocking out your two front teeth. So we did a number on ourselves as black women.
Stacey Abrams.
That's really
don't get me started on her.
Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Yeah.
Goofy ass bitch.
Jemima in the house.
Kim Fox in Chicago.
Chicago, Lightfoot in Chicago.
Can I ask another question, DZ? So when they sold us into slavery and they were doing the stanky leg and the crump dancing on the slave ship,
What's the stinky leg?
Listen, I'm just trying to ask a question, y'all. When they was crumb dancing and rising for God on the slave ship, like, so Mammy said, that's okay, let's fight for them. I just don't understand where their life, like, I don't understand where their brain was going. Like, these niggas is literally crump dancing for Jesus, and you're saying let's fight for them. I just don't understand. Please.
Well, you gave the answer in your question, Aqua Gem. Jesus is the reason. And it's gonna be some people that may be triggered by this, but that is a fact.
Yep.
Christianity was used as a tool to convince the women that therefore would then convince the men. That's just what it is. I mean, I'm sorry to trigger anyone, but that's a fact. So it
Well, the
started
thing about
back
Christianity,
then.
it's worse. It's more nefarious that you're giving them a lot of credit. The whole idea behind the Christianity mess was just to keep misogyny in place and keep the power structure the way it was.
These niggas love shucking and jiving. Look at them.
Why would they get a job?
Y'all. Why does this look like a minstrel?
Yo.
Why does it look like a minstrel show? It
They
looks
literally
like a
only know how
minstrel.
to do 3 things: dance, play sports,
They
crit
can't even
crime.
do that because white man is like getting drafted over them.
Yep.
This is what
Did
they
you
were
see the
doing on
Olympics?
this is what they were doing on the one deck of the ship while slavery was being taken underway on their way to America. This is them fighting back against the system.
That shit looks
And
so
the
stupid.
mammies was like, and I guess the mammy was like, "Ooh, he fine." I guess the mammies was saying that.
He had a seizure. That looked like a seizure to me.
It looked like demon possession to me.
They
What the
really
fuck?
do.
Look at even at the protests, they're freaking dancing.
The Exorcist.
Yeah, but tell me why I grew up in LA. So tell me why a lot of the when my foster family used to take me to the hood, I used to cry for real. And one time they had Tommy the Clown there, and I was so scared, y'all. It just
You had to been a little girl.
And it's really crazy because they scared me with church when they were jumping.
Look at this motherfucker. I'm sorry, Uncle Jim.
But they listen, and this is how they act at church. It's easy. Is this sexual? Is this homo energy?
This is what they used to do for massa back in the day. So of course he's getting right into it, and they do it in front of cops too at the protest. So
why do they do it so much? They do it on the slave ship. They just did. DZ, please, y'all. I want to know, why are they always dancing? Why?
Because they're low vibrational motherfuckers. They don't have brain cells to rub together. That's why they can't build a park bench, but they can sit there and do this shit. And because we grade them on a bell curve, there's a whole bunch of people in that room with this stupid motherfucker, egging him on, screaming to the top of their lungs. Let's see if they're screaming to the top of their lungs. Let's go. Like I fucking said.
That shit looks so stupid.
They're
Oh my God.
What is this?
I've never heard of crump dancing.
That is no damn.
They crumping.
There's no dance. There's no form. There's no art. There's nothing artistic about this shit at all.
But DZ, remember when you said that when the church people do this, it's like to release sexual tension? Is this the same thing?
I think they're trying to release some of that violent behavior they have, but at the end of the day, they still gonna fuck a bitch up. Them old women at the church, yeah, I think they be orgasming when they having fucking Holy Ghost time. I'm sorry.
Having all kind of convulsions and shit. The fuck?
Is someone got their TV on in the back?
Well,
He already sent me a note, Sean. I have to look at my schedule.
Oh, I think somebody's talking about this energy.
Oh, okay. Okay, she got herself on mute. I didn't want her to put her business
Must
out
have been
here.
her daddy, white daddy.
Y'all. But a lot of it is, with this crump dance and shit. And I really hate looking at it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think it's like
when they start like barking at each other.
Yeah, they
DZ,
be
I
having.
can't stand you for making me remember what crumpet is like. I can't stand you right now.
You
I didn't
know
know
how
you spelled
stupid
that
they
like that.
are. Yes, yes, dear. We have so much shit in the black community that built absolutely nothing. It's scary. You can have a fucking board game. What was the new dance in 1986 that it was breakdancing? Yes, for 200, Alex. We ain't built shit. We ain't built shit.
They have a game called Black Card Revoke, which is pretty much nigga trivia. So if you
Yeah.
don't know nigga
Yeah.
trivia, they revoke your black card, which is
Yes.
like, okay.
Well, mine is up for sale. Anybody?
Yeah, I
Mine
got
too. You can
mine
have that
revoked
bitch.
like
I'll give it
10
to you
years
for free.
ago.
Negro comes from.
Mm-mm. Karen Truth, welcome to the panel, dear. I'm glad you're here because I had something to ask you. Karen Truth with the DZ pause. Is you is or is you ain't my baby?
She was
All
just
right.
like,
Going once, going twice. All right. Karen Truth said, fuck you hoes. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I actually did have a question to ask her. It had something to do with African history and that type of shit. Because a lot of times people come off wrong saying that African men are somehow better than these ADO sons of bitches. And in my personal opinion, I think they the same goddamn idiot.
I think they're worse.
I think so too.
Okay,
I
what
don't
you
know.
got?
These niggas in America is on some weirdo shit.
Why do you think they're worse?
The reason I think they're worse is because, well, I can only speak about Nigeria and the Democratic Republic of the Congo because those are the only countries that I've like looked up. And well, you guys know about DRC. It's like an actual hellhole for women and children. I think they're R-worded every 2 hours.
God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty bad there. And then in Nigeria, like the kidnappings have only increased of school children. So the Dusties up north, they're kidnapping school children. And then I remember the other time, one time there was like this case where hundreds of schoolgirls came back after being kidnapped and they were all pregnant. So I would say that to me, they seem to be like a lot worse. And, it's those are majority black countries. So they don't have like another foot on their neck to kind of keep them in place like what we have here. So they're a lot wilder to me. So I would never go visit any of those countries unless there was like another group of like men. As horrible. Actually, no, it doesn't sound horrible. It's the right thing to say. I wouldn't go to another country where they were there without another group to kind of keep them in place, because then they will go absolutely wild. So that's my personal reasoning. I can't speak about other countries, but those two, I've like really, really done like a deep dive, and it's sick. So sick.
I was thinking more so Africans that live in America instead of on the continent. So that's where the mix-up came. But they're the same goddamn motherfucker over. Oh, who we got? Somebody named Speech Impediment. Speech Impediment. Are you a Dusty?
No, this is Emmy.
Oh, hey, why you name yourself Speech Impediment?
Because it was an inside joke that we had in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
She kills me.
But anyways, this crumping thing, it's gotta go. I didn't know what crumping was until now, and
if he is, he came right on time, didn't he? Because he's a powdered donut. You black adjacent white men need to knock this shit off. It's not gonna get you anywhere. And what a waste. What a waste.
I hate when they be fine and they're acting like a girl. Oh, Lord.
Like draggers.
When they act like the girls, I don't like it.
I thought the dude that we went over earlier today, I thought he was cute. Was I the only one? Or was it y'all can't see past his work? Oh my God.
What happened?
I couldn't see past. I couldn't see past.
See
You
past
couldn't
what?
see past? He was dressed like one of the Tyrones.
Who?
But the white dude we was talking about earlier, the white
I thought he
powder
was cute. He was just a girl.
Yeah.
he need to shave that shit off of his head.
His face was aesthetically pleasing, but the fact that he was black male adjacent, it just turned it all off for me. It turned it all off for him too. Shit. What's that?
did you hear like over the weekend? In the YouTube streets, I just heard like I literally had nightmares of mammies screaming at the top of their lungs, talking about they're never gonna stop having sex with BMs. It was insane.
Well, it wasn't a goddamn dream. These bitches say that shit for
We
real.
been knew
Yeah,
that.
they love grape sperm.
They say it all the time.
They say
Screaming
that
at the
shit.
top of their lungs. They said that no one's never gonna stop it. And it was just insane to me how like you can profess your love for the weakest people in the entire world, and then it's just really interesting.
Yeah, they do that. They do. Some of y'all favorite content creators do it too.
Child.
That's the
Iron
fact.
Man.
That's the facts, baby. Black men are horrible. Black men are trash. Black men are. I'm still gonna fuck them. Okay, well, I feel like I'm in a crazy house now because that sounds like somebody you should stay far the fuck away from. The way you're describing them, I mean, it's a pathology in every goddamn thing.
More funny to me.
I think it's the jizz, DZ.
I'm telling you, Coco. I'm telling you.
But this is some special type of jizz. This is this 1980s New Jack City type of jizz, girl.
It's special
These bitches
needs.
be sniffing it through their nose like it's crack.
But it's
Right,
special
exactly.
needs. It's special needs, Jizz. Like I just don't understand how you can be attracted to a BM. Like you must be attracted to like feminine type of people because there's nothing manly about a black male. It's just it doesn't make any it doesn't go together.
Well, you can't tell the mammies that shit. They don't have to do things that men do to be counted as men. As a matter of fact, they go one step further and call these motherfuckers kings. They haven't done what men do, much less what kings do.
Right.
Most kings have fought in wars to keep their kingdom together. They don't just sit up there with a crown on and start pointing at people and telling them what to do. No, the majority of kings used to be soldiers, baby. They fought for that crown.
They would be the first ones in front of everybody.
Yes.
Wait a damn minute. Are they at a school?
Yes.
Unfortunately, yes, girl.
You know they hold these in the school gymnasium.
Why is it you got served at the end? DZ, did you hear about Tory Lanez telling Megan Thee Stallion she better start dancing after he was shooting at her feet?
No.
Wow.
Yep, he told her dance B.
What?
Which is probably what his boyfriend's going to be saying to him in prison.
Yep.
I feel like he only said that shit because he's not as popular as he was as when it went down. And he's trying to keep his ass in the gossip blogs at this point because they always attention whoring. In the black community, attention is like currency. It's like dollars. They do pretty much anything for attention. And once it dies down, see, because Meg, she done graduated from college and all kind of shit.
Right.
He's still over there fighting for a goddamn GED fucking certificate. So to keep his ass in the middle of the blogs, he's going to say some egregious shit. Just like that Tommy bastard just did concerning the situation with the dude from Baltimore. Just saying outlandish shock jock shit so that people can continue to talk about you. Tory Lanez ain't worth the fuck. I'd be glad when he finally disappear altogether. I mean, what the fuck? I couldn't recognize one of his songs. Is he a musician?
He rap.
Yeah, he's a weirdo rapper.
The only hit he had was "Say It," the cover by what is it, Brownstone?
Controller was a good cover, but he got it. DC, can you please turn this minstrel show off?
Wait, y'all listen to y'all listen to great music, y'all?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I would not recognize a Tory Lanez song if somebody played it right
I'm gonna say
now.
I don't fuck with girls, but when
But I
I'm in
listen to the
the
music.
gym and I want to get a pump on,
Right.
I'm gonna listen to that. There's some Selena Gomez and shit, so I don't care.
Girl, I'll play some Usher in a minute, girl. I don't give a damn. I will play some Ghost My Baby in a minute.
Oh my God. We're gonna gonna have to end this goddamn lie. She's assaulting my ears. I can't say where the fuck is the sage, y'all. I'm having a conniption. I'm about to start crumping like that nigga on the stage.
I can't help it. That's still my song, DZ. I'm sorry.
God
I can listen
damn,
to
I
black
must
women,
be
but I
just.
can't listen to the
You
draggers.
can. You can be divested and still get your twerk on.
Oh my God. Unfading passion. Are you Dusty?
No, I'm not Dusty.
What you got to add to this conversation, sis? Welcome to the panel, by the way.
Thank you. Hey, you guys. I had hopped on because somebody brung up a person who's always talking about black male worship, but
also worships black males. I understand exactly what you're saying.
I just can't. Like, you can set up here and said all of this, but you still want to let them enter into your body.
Just keep watching, y'all. Follow. You don't have to stay around every single day, but every couple months, just come check the temperature of what's going on in certain circles. And you're going to be very, very surprised at what you see. Okay? Because this so-called hating black men fad is just a fad for them. And they think that we're black male haters, and we're actually not. We're actually scared of them, and we have left the black community. That's more of a better description of what actually happened. But keep watching. Keep watching. Somebody gonna have a couple more babies and still be fucked up in the game. You got to remember, your past comes back to haunt you. It already has with her a couple of times. So it'll be interesting to see how that's gonna get put all together. But I got other shit to do.
DZ, I have one quick question. Did you see somebody on YouTube walking in the forest this weekend? They was walking in the forest and they were talking about mental health, and it's just so interesting how people are weaponizing their mental health to actually portray the symptoms of their mental health. It's just so weird.
I'm completely lost. You're gonna have to be more specific when we get in the Discord, because I am lost. All I got was forest and mental health. I'm like, what?
And the thing was, she wasn't even talking about her specifically. She was talking about them, the internet bullying her and stuff. It was just all over the place.
Yeah, see, DZ, just think about a crybaby.
A woman or a man?
A woman. A crybaby.
Somebody's attacking her. A crybaby.
She always hangs out with the fruity dude.
I'm completely lost, y'all. I swear to God. I need more clues. I need
No,
more
you're
clues.
not. Think about it.
Rhymes with stink. Deal.
Okay. I guess I should pick up my Red Bull and drink it with my pinky up. Is that what's going on with my Red Bull? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Maybe she's just emotional, guys. Gosh.
That sounds like a real white lady thing to say.
Emotional about what? Ain't nobody fucking with her. Somebody fucking with her.
Listen, everybody was fucking with her, and it's YouTube's fault why she had to walk through that forest.
Fortunately, I don't follow her, so I don't know what went down with her, and blaming us again for everything that goes on in her life. Nothing is not new. I swear it's not new. Welcome back, speech impediment. Every time something goes down, up to and including that fucking divorce, it's our fault. You know, she stayed persecuting y'all motherfucking asses. I don't know. I don't even watch her from the clouds, y'all. And I put that on my marriage. I can't remember the last time I watched her monkey ass. Any goddamn way. Somebody in the comment section said, play the second one. What the fuck is up with the second one? Oh, it's a goddamn motherfucker rubbing his hands together.
They look ashy.
I'm scared.
That's code for I'll take your money and everything else.
Play the third one right here.
It's so ugly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, to keep this shit on mute. Number one, ain't nobody finna get a copyright for this. Go ahead, boy.
That nigga look. Oh Lord, he looks so.
I don't understand why they never at
They are
work.
twerking on the slave ship right now. They're channeling when they were on the slave ship.
They're channeling right now. Look at wait,
Girl, you done lost your damn mind.
Why are they never at work? Why are they never like building? They're always just dancing or harassing people. That's the only thing I ever see them doing.
They don't have to. Who's requiring them to go to work? Who's requiring them to do anything?
Nobody.
I wish white people would.
Why do I feel like an orgy happened at the end of this?
Because one did.
You know they sweet as fuck. You know they are.
It look like it's stinking there. Look at this one.
What does he do?
I can't. What?
That shit look like it smell like chicken nuggets and free lunch application, bitch. That's what it looked like.
What are they doing? This is their indigenous dance? This is their indigenous dance.
Please. You know he's just flinging dandruff all over the place.
Yeah, he's
Let me They putting on the show for Massa.
This is hurting my eyes.
This is embarrassing.
I don't think I could move my body like that. I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know.
Yo, I cannot stop laughing. This is too funny for me. Oh my goodness, I can't take it.
This week, y'all, has been very, very taxing, honestly. Watching all the stuff that went down on Facebook Live, watching shit go down on YouTube. It's getting to the point where YouTube is going to be really harsh on folks that's talking the truth about Black males. I feel like if you're not lying, if you haven't made up a detail concerning certain cases, that they shouldn't be shutting you down like that, because it's no different than what the news does. It's just with your opinion added to it. Nobody has lied on that man yet. As a matter of fact, Mammy got her shit taken down and she was coddling his motherfucking ass. So they really protecting them at this point. You can't even say you like their ass at this point. So thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, honey. She said the DJ could stop the whole thing if he wants to. The police can stop that shit too. Just come on in there and check for warrants. The whole goddamn fucking club gets shut down.
Somebody said, do it for Little Saint. You know B2K was on this motherfucker shit. Do it for Little Saint.
Not Little Saint. Y'all funny.
I ain't gonna even ask.
You never seen that movie? What's the name of that movie, y'all?
You Got Served.
You Got Served.
You Got Served.
The younger, he got shot. So they was like,
oh, you talking about Stomp the Yard?
No, it's You Got
No,
Served.
girl, we talking about You Got Served.
No, because Chris Brown got shot up in Stomp the Yard.
He sure did.
Oh.
He was
He's a
crumbling.
hood nigga.
We talked about two different movies.
Same premise though.
Whenever they start moving their bodies, or I see a preview of something that's Blackistani out, I don't. I was hoping that 300 won this goddamn weekend. Shit, I was looking to see some.
Yeah, I needed to see that, DZ. Oh my god.
Shoot, that's masculinity from top to bottom. Something that Blackistan knows nothing about. Taking your small little army, knowing that you're gonna be defeated, and still try to fight for your people. Mammies, it's only a dream for you, baby. They won't even fight for their children. We talking about 300 motherfuckers going up against 1,000 motherfuckers, and they still went, knowing that they're gonna get fucked up in the game, but they wanted to protect their women and children. So that's a dream. That is nothing Blackistan can offer, y'all. Can't.
Somebody said that room smelled like sweaty cracks and earring backs.
Oh shit.
I'm screaming. Y'all funny to me.
People that don't bathe, their earring backs do be funky.
Ugh. Oh god.
Behind their ear smells horrible when they don't bathe. Especially if they fat. Oh my god.
I'm screaming.
DZ, I went to Sam's this weekend, and unfortunately I had an encounter with the funk, and not in a good way. I was in the freezer section picking up some frozen fruit, and unfortunately it was a mammy. It wasn't a dragger, it was a mammy. Man, I walked by there, I thought I was gonna pass the fuck out. I was like, what in the funk?
I'm surprised they were by the fruit. Black folk being next to fruit, that was what took me aback. Not the fact that they was funky. The fact that they weren't near anything healthy is what took me aback. You know, good and damn well their diet consists of Cheetos and ramen noodles,
Right.
and a big cup of fruit punch.
And that's probably why she was funky like that.
Ugh.
Like
Okay,
just
because she was letting some GERD go in her raw. That's why. Y'all know why. Stop it.
That's that. And I was like, ooh, sis. I wanted to tell her, like, honey, she needs some. She needs to sit in an apple cider vinegar bath, and if that shit don't work, she need to go and see a GYN. I really wanted to tell her because, man,
these black men's penises be throwing off y'all pH balance, man. And that's not even being funny. I swear.
Really, like, it's a literal shit log. Like, that's why y'all keep having BB. Like, that's the reason, because they put that shit everywhere.
E. coli infection in the cooch.
DZ, do they have a high rate of like colon cancer because like they just eat trash and it's backed up? Like, why are they just dying? They just drop like flies. Like,
high rate of everything.
Yes, ma'am. And especially the black women, man, they be up under so much stress. That's why it's so hard for black women to lose weight, because your cortisol level is always high because of the stress. If you sat your motherfucking ass down with a high cortisol level and ate a salad with a little bit of dressing on it, it's almost as if you ate 3 salads, because your metabolism is so fucking slow because of that cortisol. And as far as niggas go, you know good and well the last time they saw a doctor is when the doctor slapped him on his ass when he was falling out of his mama pussy. That's the last time he saw him, or if he got stabbed at the club. They don't go get regular physicals. They don't do the shit that they're supposed to do. Even though they all qualify for Medicaid, they don't get the free physical every year.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos.
And they don't wipe their butts,
so all of their diseases are preventable.
Yes.
Okay. So when they say, oh, child, okay. Oh my goodness. It's just, I just don't understand how it, like, these BMs be dying at 42, 35. And it's just like, you never drink water? How do you have colon cancer? Like, honestly, all the old ass males in my family, they always getting they booty hole checked. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
The whole fucking SJW. No, ma'am.
Who is
Did someone
SJW?
say
Ilhan
Omar is a great example of a divester?
No, she's not.
That is bullshit.
No,
She still
she
care
is
about
not.
them niggas in Somalia.
All right.
No,
who y'all talking about?
Ilhan Omar is she's like a news personality, and she is probably the most liberal, crazy fucking bitches I ever seen in my life. Like, she support Islam and all that shit.
Actually, unapologetic. She is a congresswoman.
Representative.
Well, I always see her on the
Minneapolis.
news, so that's why I know her from.
In Minnesota, if I'm correct.
Yeah, she's represents the couple of districts out in Minneapolis. So, and she was right out there with BLM and all that shit too. And all that stuff was going on.
I got her confused with another lady, but still though.
From looking at some of the people's sentiments, you want to be divested but still fight for the black community. That ain't gonna work. I'm here to tell you that's not going to work at all. Because here's the deal: once you divest, it's not like you fixing to go get some non-black man or whatever. Even if you divest it alone and you just did you. Fighting for the black community is still going to be a problem for your divestment, because you can't put yourself first when it comes to the black community. And if you do get with somebody, they're not going to want to hear about black men's problems every time y'all having dinner at night. You know, nobody wants to hear that shit. I don't even want to hear that shit. And I'm actually fucking black. You know, people got their own problems. You know, fuck that shit. You don't need to continue to throw the community on your fucking back as a divester. And those people that do that shit, those are swirlers to me, y'all.
She is swirling. She's the worst kind, DZ. She's a swirling mammy SJW.
Wasn't she dating her brother?
Yep. She actually married her brother for a green card.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she actually was under investigation because her brother, I guess she married her brother for him to stay in the country.
Blaine, I'm gonna need you to.
And who the hell is that?
Ilhan Omar.
Ilhan Omar. She's a U.S. rep out of Minneapolis.
She a Muslim, ain't she?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
Somalis
she's
are.
Somali.
She sounds disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trash, y'all. Like
She's pretty though, so it's unfortunate.
That she is beautiful.
Well,
Like
she's
that's
gorgeous.
the
Yeah, she is
shitty
really
part.
pretty. Yeah.
What is her? Somebody
It's
said
hard
her
to
husband probably
fly.
a widow. What is her significant other like? Y'all
No,
know?
he's not a wigger. He's not a wigger.
No, he's just a regular. He's just a
Regular old
Wonder Bread
white
white
dude.
type white dude.
I know they get tired of hearing that as the SJW shit. He really can't comment on it because anything that he says is going to be considered racism. Let's just keep that real. Crimson Queen, are you ashy? Hello.
Protect your ears.
I think she is ashy because crimson cream is like the colors of a black sorority.
Oh,
Crimson Queen. Ma'am, why did you click the link if you weren't going to come up and chill with the ladies?
okay,
This is your form of trolling.
I don't think she's trolling, y'all. I really because I think she's
Yeah, I don't think she
agreeing
trolled.
with it. I don't know. I think she might just have technical difficulties.
Yeah, because one of her comments in the back chat said she feel that with the way Dusties like to buck up, every black woman should be a supporter of the Second Amendment. I think she might be one of us.
Yeah, she is. I don't know
She
what
got mic issues.
She said she didn't click the link. I'm reading a comment of hers now. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard.
Real quick, Crimson Queen, I'm gonna drop you down, right? And then if you want to come back up, just click the link. I'll let you back up here.
Yeah, she said someone's
somebody
using her
using her
name. Yeah, someone's using her name.
So it is a troll.
Not y'all being weird.
So it
What
is
is
a troll.
going on, man?
I was
Oh
right
my
to
God.
begin with. So yes, the troll Crimson Queen that's up here, bitch. I'm glad you dropped the fuck off because I was fixing to rip your asshole to shreds. Welcome, Karen Truth. How are you?
Hello, ladies. How are
Funky ass
you?
mammies. Hold on a second, Karen Truth. Let me tell you something, mammy ass bitches. You took the step, right, to click the link. But because you know good and goddamn well there's nothing that you can do or say to justify what the fuck y'all niggas is doing, you come into troll. Your troll game is weak. Coming up here not saying anything, it's just, it makes us know how ignorant you are. You took 3 different clicks to get your stupid ass up here and then got up here and didn't say nothing. Y'all are about as productive as your male counterparts. That's just the fact of the matter. I bet your motherfucking ass look like a big-headed rockwaller too, bitch. Welcome to the panel.
Where do you get this shit from?
Hi, ladies. I hope everyone is good.
We're awesome. I wanted to ask you a question, Karen Truth.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I went to your channel, right? And there is a part on there where you were saying that some African men were decent or whatever. What you got? Tell me so I'm not assuming nothing. You think African men are decent?
Not decent. I would never call them decent. I was just making a comparison, a little bit of a comparison, but I don't think they are decent. They are as dusty as the others. Have even made a lot of videos saying that they don't have any right on any women to tell any woman anything. And also, I have a lot of videos talking again about even the continent and how they are not building and how they are literally irrelevant. The only difference between them and the African American men is that they don't know, they cannot run away and look for Becky. Becky is not that easier to access. So they have to deal with the women back at home.
Gotcha.
So normally the women back at home will have more power because then they can say, like from my own culture, if a man treats the woman so bad, she can leave the culture, the community, and go and marry from another community. And normally, because of the tribes, many of these men don't like it. They find it like a disgrace or something. So many women do that just to piss them off.
Gotcha. So I misunderstood the whole goddamn thing. So I swear to God, I'm like, no, not Karen Truth. Not Karen Truth sit up here giving props to African men. I had to grab my heart, girl. I was like, oh no. C-Mac, if you want to join, the link is in the comments. Let me put it back down there. You know I hold open panels twice a goddamn week. Come on up here. And if you dusty, I'm gonna treat you dusty, okay? Welcome to the panel, Trinity.
Hey, DZ.
What's going on?
Can I? Oh, nothing. I'm just chilling, just watching this live. It's going great so far. Can I comment on the beginning of the live where the little Dusty had put his hands on his mother?
Yeah.
So basically, a few years ago, my teacher, she told me that she had a friend. I believe that was her friend. Her grandmother was a elderly lady. She was a teacher at a high school, I think in Louisiana. So she was a high school teacher, and okay, so she was a high school teacher, and basically there was a fight that was happening between two nigglets, and basically she tried to jump into the fight, and then one of them pulled out I think it was a hard metal baseball bat, and struck her in the back of her head and killed her. So it's like you can't even be a teacher and teach these kids anymore. They will hurt you.
Yes, they will. I'm trying to name anything you can be around a black male and it's not dangerous. You can't even be another black male.
And she was an elderly lady.
You can't even be another black male around them. Point blank, period. There's nothing that you can do, y'all. I'm just... Look, she said, DZ went from big head Rockweiler to bitch to welcome to the panel. Try to treat people how they treat themselves. Because if you ask me, and where are you, C-Mac? Hold on a second. Welcome, Color Girl. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm awesome. C-Mac, are you ashy? C-Mac. Color Girl, it's on you, baby. We'll see if C-Mac's ashy in a little bit.
I can't understand why these men call us bad wenches when they are the ones who committed the greatest treason by selling our ass out to the white man for trinkets and gold and mirrors. Explain that shit to me.
Because anything you do is trash. Anything you do is fucking trash.
Anything we do is trash?
Around black men? Oh, yeah. They don't appreciate anything you do. They don't appreciate anything you do. They can sell, in other words, they can sell you off into slavery, and that's okay because they needed shit. But you can't even raise your kids a certain way before they come attack you. You can be married, be single. You can. There's nothing that you can do that the black community is going to approve of because your only role is to be a mule.
Okay, and then there was another thing I saw all on Facebook is trash, but that's another story. Yesterday they were calling this dead woman a bad wench. I guess she dated a white guy and he stabbed the fuck out of her. All the Dusties were in the comment section calling her a bad wench. And I wrote like, hey, you can't be calling people a dead woman a bad wench. Y'all are the ones who sold us off into slavery and shit. All they do is complain about slavery all fucking day. I'm sorry to curse.
Girl, I'm the cussing machine. I don't know why you sorry for cussing, but I'm glad you brought that shit up.
I'm just like, it makes no sense, like, at all. I'm just like, do you see your hypocrisy, or you just mentally? They're all mentally fucked up. Like, I don't understand.
Let's segue into this part. You know how they'll ask black women that are divested, why you don't talk about people like Chad Wheeler? Sir, I'm not allowed to even talk about you. If I can't talk about some shit that you did, I'm not going to pick out that 0.00016% of white men that are doing what you do to appease your stupid ass. It's not happening.
And I can't believe the mammies gave them this much power to niggas that was crump dancing. I'll never get over it.
Girl, mammy's stupid as fuck. They click the link and don't say nothing. That type of shit.
Uncle Jim, are you young? Are you really young?
I'm 29.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not that young.
Girl, you be sounding like you like 20 years old. I'm like, what does she be talking about?
I don't want. That means I sound naive. Damn.
I thought you sounded like you was 19 years old.
Girl,
serious.
DZ, I'm saying, I'm like, she must be young as fuck, cause she.
Well, let me know. Shoot.
Maybe you just have a nice young voice. I don't know. I literally
I
thought
do
you was
get,
young
yeah,
too.
I do get the 21s. Like, yeah, you look 21, and people do say that. I work with kids, so I get to be young.
Okay. Well, do your thing. I think I see another. Oh no, that's Divested Mermicorn. Welcome back to Divested Mermicorn. You got your shit together?
Why
God
does
damn it!
StreamYard hate me today? I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that she just brought up the Chad situation because they want you to discuss that and talk about that. The difference is Chad is being dealt with. When these idiots go out and do stuff, they don't have any repercussions at all unless they have a joint on them. That's the only time we can seem to get them to like serve any time. So why discuss something we know that the system is going to deal with Chad? It's not dealing with you. That's the problem.
Somebody got some shit going on with their microphone. Mean King, are you ashy? Mimi King. Child.
Somebody said they thought Aquagen was 19 and biracial. Lord.
Oh, my world.
How did that happen?
Chad Wheeler is the NFL player. Yeah, I think he was in NFL. And he had a domestic violence incident with a black woman. He's a white guy, and he beat the shit out of this black woman that he was with. So that week, I can't remember when it happened. It was like a couple of months ago. But when it happened, everywhere you went, there was a stupid motherfucker talking about, what about Chad Wheeler, though? What about Chad Wheeler? It can literally be after a black man just got finished killing a couple black women. What about Chad Wheeler, though? You're not going to control the narrative. I'm not going to talk about the minority of white men that have incidences with black women. The numbers are too fucking small. So if I just did shows when it was an incident between a white man and a black woman, you probably see me once every couple of months.
Right.
That's why you don't hear about it, dumb motherfucker. I'm about to start.
I can't understand how they're always in the comment section of these videos propping up stories about white men, but they kill us every day. Like,
because it doesn't fit the narrative.
The hypocrisy. Sorry, I can't talk right now. The
It doesn't
hypocrisy
fit
is
the
just
victim narrative that
wild.
black men have. That's why.
I just can't understand them. Like, they fucking stupid.
Why are you trying to understand them, sis?
I'm not. It's just that because like my family and my husband think I'm racist because of these videos.
Your husband think you racist. Your husband white.
Yeah. But
he
he's
thinks
not
you're
American.
racist?
You think you're racist?
He accused me of being racist because
Well, you didn't
he
leave
saw
him.
videos calling apes and apes and apes. And because I don't like black men and I don't like black women.
Is he a SJW?
Sound like it.
I'm starting to think he is because he like thinks or comes to their defense or thinks like, oh, we're all human. He has, I don't know what his mindset is.
Girls
like,
aren't.
I'm afraid of
human.
apes. I don't want them around me.
Well, if he is on some SJW shit, you need to watch him too, because he might show some white powder donut action going on, and them motherfuckers is just as bad, if not worse, because they already know what the deal is.
I mean, he don't have any black friends or anything, but like I don't know.
I wonder what his affinity is towards them then. Why does it bother him?
Maybe he feel like he has to, like, because she black.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
He knows
that
my family
the fact that black women are always
but I don't know
mammies.
why he needs to think that like, oh, you're racist because you don't like these people. You hate the way they think. I hate the mentality.
American?
He's not American. He's French.
That's why.
I hate the mentality and I hate their actions. I don't hate the individual person.
No,
that's
I
what
don't
I like. I keep explaining to him that to him. And like my family uncle, we went to their house in Cleveland. I was messaging y'all the other day. I was like, it's Ape City. Ape everywhere. I was scared.
Girl,
you gotta go.
You just saying ape. Damn.
Yeah, Mimi, the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that word, so try to make it go great.
I'll not say it. I'm just saying that my family uncle was saying, oh, you don't like black people, you bougie. I was like, none of that came out my mouth. I don't know where he got that from.
You sound so young. How old are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
32. I just have a baby voice.
Yeah, you sound hella young.
My husband, he keep his comments to himself, honestly.
Right.
You know, he doesn't say, you know, you racist or whatever. He just keep his comments to himself. Some of the stuff I say make his face turn red, but he don't say nothing except for what you want for dinner and what
Oh, you
time are we
lucky.
getting
My
together.
husband is like, why do you don't play these videos in front of me? Da 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 da.
Tell him to go away then, shit.
I know. I go in the room when I want to like talk, but he's not here. He's not here right now. He's working.
Another thing, y'all, when y'all get out on this dating scene, don't be out here telling people the black male, I'm sorry, the white males that you deal with or non-black males, whatever you want to fucking call them. Don't lead your conversation off with, I don't like black men.
Yeah, don't tell them that shit.
Don't do that shit.
Don't tell them what again? I'm sorry. The phone is low.
That you don't date black men. I mean, if you're
Oh.
bringing that up on the first couple of dates, it's just signifying that you may have some issues.
Yeah.
So that's for you to know. You don't have to date black men, but that's for you to know. Talk about something else, anything else than black men on your first date with a non-black man. Dead ass serious.
Yeah, because then they'll think you like, oh, she don't date black men, then I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, they feel like, oh, since you don't date them, like, why? You're like expendable to them. Like, they'll think you worship them.
Yeah, and you know what Coddling does. Welcome to the panel, Chim Chim.
Hello, ladies. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, DZ. I like the powdered donuts. It, to be honest, it made me think of a song by Nick. Okay, so I'm gonna trigger some of the ladies on the panel. I'm sorry. It made me think of the song by Trey Songz. And
Oh God, help me with these goddamn nigga ballads.
I'm sorry.
I can't do it with the nigga ballads, y'all.
And the way she was using it was different.
Oh,
this.
Jesus, help me, Lord. If you actually exist, please let these women stop with the nigga ballads. You know how I feel about niggas. Now I'm talking to God right now about y'all. Listen, Lord, I can't with the nigga ballads. They talking about twerking. They talking about that's still my song. They talking about all this shit.
I'm a rock person, but I had back in high school, I had a mammy friend, and that's all she listened to. But I am a diehard rock. I was listening to Tokyo Hotel. I learned German literally just because of that band. No, I'm a diehard like heavy metal, like rock baby. Like, no, I don't do hip hop. No, it's just it made me think of a memory from like my teen years. Sorry, just wanted to put that out. I didn't mean to trigger anybody.
Trey Songz, the STD carrying, self-proclaimed big dick person, the one that says that one of his funnest sexual times was when he made a woman throw up on his penis. That Trey Songz.
What?
He said his dick is so big that when he pushed it down her mouth, she began to vomit.
That's fucking disgusting.
Ew.
On his
and they
penis.
still did.
But ghetto gaggers though, DZ. Ghetto gaggers.
They're so degenerate with their sexuality. They're so degenerate. Like, they take sexuality to a whole different level. Like, you're not even trying to be sexual liberated. You're just trifling.
Mm-hmm. C-Mac, did you make it?
Wait, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Uh-oh.
You gotta cut your background off. You gotta cut your background off.
Like, they take sexuality.
I'm gonna put you back on mute, baby. Turn your
lag too.
Turn your YouTube off, and then I'm gonna unmute you. Okay?
Yes.
Wait,
hello.
Hello. Oh no.
C-Mac, whatever you're listening to, turn that shit off, baby girl. I mean, put it on mute for real, because not only is it lagging, there's an echo. I hope you heard me. Yes.
Didi, I wanted to ask a question about the topic I was talking about before.
Okay.
What do you think about this undercover divested mammies, because they are still mammies, that are using the divested talking points, and the fact that many people are like, okay, you know the problem, so why don't you see the solution? And even though the solution is right in front of them, these women make sure that the whole world feel like the divested women or women that are divesting are actually dumb, not understanding enough to leave these men. Because all the time they talk about, oh, you divest. Yeah, I support women that divest. And after, right when they finish this topic, they talk about how they're sleeping with these same men. And how women should treat them, and then they start talking about the womb and the abortion bullshit and keep making it complicated for women that actually want to divest to actually divest and move on. So I don't know if you have a take on that.
I do have a take on it. What it is pure fuckery. First of all, you take the talking points, right? And then you say, oh, these are my talking points now. Don't take it from the original people because those bitches are crazy. Let me put a little bit of nasal voice on it. Say that I don't know certain people when bitch you do. And you're leading women down the wrong path. Even if you take the talking points, take them. But then don't turn around and say I'm still fucking with black men and then turn around and say it's impossible not to fuck with black men. These people are sending you down a path that is so fucking unrighteous that you're going to turn around and get fucked up. And when something else comes along, which, yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry. You could finish.
Right. So when something else comes along that seems popular, they're going to jump on that. Just like when pro-blackness was popular, they were on that. It's just, they hop around because whatever gets you in the algorithm, that's what they're going to do. These people can't sit up and tell you that black men are trash and then say they still fucking them. You got to use your goddamn brain. You have to know that that's somebody that doesn't have your best interest in mind. Because they're dangerous, number one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell nobody to jump into a pit of snakes, even though some of them are toothless. But my advice is don't jump in that pit because some of them got teeth. Talking about the snake got good dick. Fuck wrong with you.
And I actually think they actually do this on purpose to use the talking points so that it makes the women that are actually divested that have channels like this to sound like they are irrelevant. And this particular person, I feel like her followers, some of them, I don't know. I will not judge everybody because of her, but I feel like many of her followers do accept and I agree with her on so many topics that are so crazy. And another thing is that she's just trying to use the talking point to show people that she's relevant and she's like an ally when she's not. She's actually destroying the talking points of divestors because she's using it because of a big platform and destroying the talking points and what divestment is actually about by telling these women, you know what, go back in there. You know, all the men have children. Look for the ones that are taking care of their children.
Ain't nobody going on no more searches for no specific type of black men. If they on that shit, they can go ahead and jump off a fucking bridge. Listen, I'm not going to send you to bullshit. You listen to what you want to listen to. Every now and then I'll listen to a Umar video just to remind my motherfucking self how stupid his motherfucking ass is. Ain't nothing wrong with listening to people, but if you take their goddamn rhetoric for truth, at least make it make sense. At least let it be consistent. At least make it to where it hasn't changed. You can't, you got to make it make sense. And who the hell writing a congressman up here?
I'm dead.
Oh, DZ, sorry, that's me.
DZ, I have a question.
I'm sorry because nowadays I work like 18-hour days. So
okay. Well, when you're not talking, throw yourself on mute because it sounds like, you know, that Kermit the Frog gif. It sounds like you typing like Kermit the Frog.
Hey, DZ.
Yes, ma'am.
And I also just don't like the fact that the word divestment keeps coming out of this person's mouth, and projecting how they feel about black males onto us. Just because you may find them attractive, that's your prerogative. I mean, your channel is contradicting to that, but whatever. I don't like the fact that, oh, well, even divestors also, you know, they also will get in the bed with the black man or whatever.
Right. If I look, I don't speak for all divestors, but bitch, I don't want to do anything with black men except for put space in between them. Just because you get horny and wet for these stupid motherfuckers, that's you. Stop projecting, because you're absolutely right. She's projecting. She is dick dizzy. You hear me? She loved that shit. And there's nothing that's going to separate her with that. Even the fact that she need to pay her bills. Big time.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just don't like that narrative because then you're trying to put all black women into a box, or at least majority of us, knowing that some of us are slowly but surely
She don't have
leaving,
a box
and the
to put
numbers
us
are going to
in.
grow.
She ain't got a box to
But that's the
put us in
thing.
with her stupid ass.
But that's the thing. She's trying to make it seem that way, though, and I don't like black males. I don't like the fact that just because you find them attractive doesn't mean we do. And like I just hate that. Like she doesn't even know the difference between a swirler and a divester, because every time she brings us up, she brings both of us up at the same time,
Why
like
you
as
think
if
she
we're the same
knows?
thing.
What
Watch her
what is
because
she
she's
teaching
rich.
y'all? She say the same shit over and over.
Because it's entertaining. That's why.
I think she knows she does it on purpose because it's trendy to her, and she feels like saving lives of these women doesn't matter because at the end of the day she's still going to hop right back in the bed with these particular grapes. So I feel like she should be actually happy about getting all these grapes now, but she's not happy. I feel like she feels like she will be alone, so she's trying to like save as much of the women that are trying to leave that door, that are trying to leave. She's like, you know what, not all of them, but you know what, I'm going to say all of them all the time, but I'm still going to tell you that I'm sleeping with them, and that you can find one that is like mine and go sleep with him too. You
Anybody
understand
that
what I
tells
mean?
you that you can find a good black man hates your fucking guts. It's not true. The numbers do not pan out. If somebody sends you on that mission, that SUICIDE mission, they don't like you. Your chances of doing that are astronomically low. So they don't like you. And on top of that, they like the competition. These women like competing over these dusty motherfuckers. Look at who they choose. Hint, hint. Want to talk
I
about
think
who they choose. The fuck?
I think the reason they like to do that, DZ, is because they like to take each other and delete each other out of this world, if you know what I mean. Because I really believe that they like doing that. So, like, if they tell you to stay in Blackistan, they can fight over each other and delete each other. That's what they want to do. They don't like each other. Black women don't like other black women. They like hurting each other. They do that shit all the time in high school.
They do it all through their whole fucking life. Old bitches do it. Young bitches do it. It is what it is. The black community is trash, and I'll say it over and over again. Y'all do not need to be fucked up with them. And I also want to make this part clear, y'all. You don't have to, just because you follow me, hang in the clouds. If you want to comment, you comment wherever the fuck you want to because you're grown. That side over there will block your motherfucking ass for commenting somewhere they don't want you to comment because I guess they're your motherfucking mama. I'm not your mother. I'm welcoming to any woman that's interested in divestment. There are no gangs and tribes and none of that fucking shit. You go where you want to go, get what you need to get, chew the meat, spit out the bones, and then you can come and comment over here because I don't monitor where my followers go because they grown as fuck. That's so damn dumb. LP, are you ashy, dusty, or what?
Oh, girl.
Hello?
Neither one.
Okay. What you got,
You hear
honey?
me?
Yes.
I wanted to make a comment about something. It happened a bit earlier when you all were talking about how BMs love racism. Let me tell you a little story. It's gonna be a quick little story because I gotta go. But it was like when I got to high school, it was so many things, like so many words I had never heard until I heard like a little black BM call me that. Like I had never heard what a porch, a mud.
Your microphone is doing something, LP, and make sure you stay focused on your story. So, because we can barely hear you.
Okay. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, that sounds a lot better.
A lot better. It's because I was walking around. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it was so many things I had never heard until I got around the presence of them. When I was in elementary school, I was around a bunch of white people. So it's just, I never had experienced it until I got around more black people when I was in high school. I've never been called so many racist things in my life. And
You talking about by
they'll-
black folk? Black folk they will
Black
treat you like
men.
they're white
Yeah.
supremacists. They will. I have only been called nappy headed by a black male. I have only been called
Exactly.
all that shit that they say that white men are going to call you by black men. dead ass serious. I've never been called anything derogatory outside of bitch with this goddamn FedEx man one time. Everything else has
Same here.
come. Everything else has come from black men. All the nasty, the she boons, all that shit. It came from them. And they talk about white
Yeah.
supremacy is the problem. I don't think so.
I've had like people darker than me talk about, and it's so crazy. They pick anything. Like the back of my ankle is gonna be darker. It's I'm black. Hey, oh well. But they pick on that. It's so wild. That was really it. I had never heard.
Hello? She's
Well,
going in
thank
and out.
yeah,
things.
you
That was
going
it.
out in and out, LP. I
I'm
appreciate
going
you
out.
coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing the space. I appreciate
Of course. I'm gonna be here. I promise you. Unless
Okay.
Google say I gotta go.
Hello.
Thank you for coming up. Who keeps saying hello?
Oh, sorry, this is me, C-Mac.
What's going on, C-Mac? You've been trying for a minute. What's up, babe? Add to it.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was having some technical issues. But yeah, no, I wanted to hop on here and kind of tell a story about a situation that recently happened to me.
All right, give us the edited version because we finna go to the Discord in a minute. But I'm all ears other than that. Hit it.
Yeah, so no, I was dealing with a black guy for like 2 years. I'm 26 now, but basically he was a SJW, and when I got into the whole divestment movement and things like that, of course it was making sense to me because I am a black woman and I've witnessed these things, right? So when we would have conversations about it, he would get so irate. Later down the line, I found out he was a narcissist. And I don't know if anyone has ever dealt with a narcissist, but basically he doxed me a couple weeks ago, trying to get sympathy from his flying monkeys, which is another terminology. If you know anything about narcissists, but this is a black man who has connections with politics, and this is the same black man who has behind closed doors told me that I'm happy that the white women are marching because we don't need you black women. And he was also
my question is why was he telling this to you?
Yes.
See, this is the thing. They can't tell you nothing if you don't talk to them. Don't give them your ear. Don't give them your attention. Because guess what? You would have never heard that shit had you just walked past his stupid, dusty ass.
Yeah, it was, it was kind of funny because I was telling my mom, like, all these red flags. And I don't know, at the time I was just going through so much shit and I looked past that. But, I definitely learned my lesson. But I still am like in fear of my life because of situations that can't be like known on a
platform.
On a platform, yes. So I'm basically in hiding. And when he did what he did to me a couple weeks ago, I haven't talked to this man in like a year. We broke up and stuff like that. He was also very abusive. But it just goes to show you of how many people are willing to basically overlook all the bullshit because of, I think somebody mentioned mental illness.
Yeah.
And they don't hold
Half
them
of these
accountable.
niggas haven't been diagnosed with mental illness. That's just the mammy way of trying to say, give them a reason to do the stupid shit that they did.
Yeah.
And you said he doxed you?
He did dox me. Eventually he took it down. But then after he took it down, I told him to leave me alone. And basically he said that he threatened me, saying that if anything ever happens to him, he has some exposing messages. Oh my God, this man is insane. Like, I was just like, please get hit by a car or something.
You need to get a protective order. If his threats were, and he knows where you are since he doxed you, you might want to look into a protective order because these motherfuckers are not playing. This week has been off the chain. You've seen all the stuff that they've done. So I wouldn't take anything they say light.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not.
Can I ask, how is he able to still get in contact with you?
So this is the worst part. We talk about mammies. Basically, he was blocked on all of my social media platforms, and his fucking girlfriend ended up messaging me. And I I'm not gonna lie, I had a mental breakdown, and someone on my behalf wrote her and told them like, leave her alone. You know what I mean? and then something just told me to unblock his page because I just knew something was happening, and it involved me. And when he didn't get a response, because that's how narcissists work, you know they do extra shit. And that's how I found out he doxed me, and he also doxed a friend of mine. So yeah.
The reason they dox you is because they want something bad to happen. Y'all got to think about that. Putting people's address and shit out there. Why are you putting it out there? Because you hope somebody take their ass over there and have the nuts to hurt this girl. Listen, in the subject line when you email me, because I'm gonna need you to email me because you got to get a protective order. Just put CMAC, so it'll remind me of what this conversation was about. Because I wouldn't take it light. I don't take anything light that Dusty say because they are the most violent. So if the most violent man is saying he wants something to happen to you, I will get the authorities involved. Point blank, period.
Well, there was not a direct, it wasn't a threat of like, oh, I'm gonna kill you. It was a threat of, oh, I'm going to expose some messages you sent me. And when he said that, I actually had to contact several friends, a therapist, the police, and they were giving me some papers on how to get a restraining order.
Have you followed through?
Yes, I have followed through. I've contacted therapists I've had in the past because I have mentioned to them when we were together about the domestic violence. But he took it a step further and decided to go on to a broadcast of these two Black women to talk about his story. And now I'm looking to get a gun.
So he know where you live at still, even though y'all.
Yes, he does.
Well, then doxing you is a threat.
Yes,
it
yes.
is.
So when he doxed me, basically I say you need to take this off. This is illegal, blah blah blah. He took the post off, but just in case he does it again, I'm trying to find like an attorney that works in the tech area, because I don't even think he recognizes this doxing, because he's
fuck what he recognized. He probably don't know how to tie his goddamn shoes together. I don't give a fuck. Get him in as much trouble as possible. If he's broken any laws in your state, I would have his ass done. Period. Because that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
No, it really is dangerous. And when I tell you I've been in and out of hospitals, I've been hiding because I also had to deal with a essay, essay. I don't know if I can say that, like a sexual assault.
Yeah. Oh man.
So after I dealt with a sexual assault, I was getting my ass beat. And it's sad because he has like 4,000 people on his page who really thinks he's a victim, and I don't have a lot of people who can back me up besides the evidence I have with me. So I don't know. I just basically live in fear.
So did they give you the protective order, or I mean, you said you followed through?
Yeah, so I couldn't. So they needed someone to send an address or a mutual friend or so, because I live in Wisconsin, so it's different. But I didn't know anyone. But I continue with the therapy. I have to collect records from a therapist about the abuse that I went through. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's what I was trying to tell you. Me and you need to go behind the wall and talk, because I really didn't want you to say what state you lived in and all that shit, especially if you got somebody that's trying to fuck you over. So
yeah, I would just say like the fact that there is so much Black male worship and just the coddling, as you guys mentioned earlier. I would just say that the narcissism in the Black community is so sick that I get so angry. And the fact that these were two Black women interviewing this man,
of course,
even
because they empathize with him. His side is the only side that matters. Remember, we said how dangerous these mammies are? That his side is the only side that fucking matters. Anything that happened to you is just
they hate each other.
You're collateral damage. They don't give a fuck if he came and stabbed your ass in the back of your skull. They wouldn't care.
Yeah, I realize that now, and my partner, he's white, and so he's trying to do everything in his power to also like protect me and make sure that I'm emotionally well, because for weeks I've been just on eggshells, basically trying to.
Well, see, Mac, make sure you stay in contact with me, please. I'm going to be looking for an email from you tonight. Okay, can you swing that?
Yes. Is it under your
It's on divestment@gmail.com.
Okay.
Pretty goddamn easy, if I must say so myself. Ladies, check it out. Every time we come here, I have a great time with y'all. We have some tears, we have some laughter, we have some dragging, we have some roasting. But at the end of the day, it's all about the safety of Black women. I don't know what this holiday holds for you. I don't know how much family you have around. I don't know your living situation, but I do know this. For the most part, you have control over who has access to you. Talking to these Dusties about anything, especially in person, is not a good idea. Letting them know where you live, not a good idea. Entertaining them romantically, not a good idea. Having casual sex with them, not a good idea. There is not a lot of things that you can do with Black men that are safe except for call the cops and shoot. Literally, that's the only thing you can do that's safe with them. They don't like you. They're always going to dislike you. You are viewed as competition right now with them. They're being exposed every single goddamn day. Something's happening and exposing their shitty underwear. Everybody's catching hell from them, right? If you got a way to not deal, don't deal. And if you have to deal, work on making it to where you don't have to deal, i.e., moving away from certain areas, moving away in your job from talking to them about stuff that doesn't have to do with work. Your contact with them should be as minimum as possible, not only because it's good for your mental health, but it's good for your safety. There's so many women that are out here afraid. If I left my house right now, I would be literally afraid, depending on what part of Atlanta I went to. What time is it? 9:43. There's certain parts of Atlanta that I would not go to, not because of white women, not because of white men, not because of no Asians and nobody else. It's because of your fucking sons. Your sons have turned into this animal that nobody can trust. They can't feed anyone. They can't build. You can't trust them. And some of them are embarrassed, and even that brings them to violence. They're celebrating your death. Last night, I heard a Black man say Sandra Bland was hanging from a tree like a Christmas ornament. That's what they think of you. All right. So get it together, y'all. I'm literally going to see y'all next time. And if y'all are not around for the Christmas special, I guess you can play the playback. Be safe, y'all. Winter's here. It's here. Love y'all. I'm out.